Alright, here we go. It's Rayman 2 on the PlayStation 1. I have to use my PlayStation 2 for this because my PlayStation 1 has a hard time reading discs. Ah, that classic PlayStation jingle. Never gets old. What in the hell? Alright, for some reason the PlayStation 1 version sticks out like a sore thumb. It's hard to explain. It's either a remake or a demake, but I'm not talking about that one on the PlayStation 2. This version came out less than 4 months after the PS1 version. Alright, so every level starts off with this screenshot of the PC version, which is just an absolute lie. So basically, every level has been completely remade from scratch, literally to the point where it feels like this is a completely different game. While I was looking into this game on the internet, I heard rumors that the PlayStation 1 version was more reminiscent of beta builds of Rayman 2. That almost makes sense, seeing how the level geometry is simplified in a lot of places. Majority of the textures come straight from the other versions of the game. The Nintendo 64, Windows, and Dreamcast versions are almost identical, with some differences between the three. I'll do a little bit of comparison to the Nintendo 64 version. Here is the tutorial level, the Walk of Life, on the PlayStation compared to the same level on Nintendo 64. For one more level comparison, here is the Fairy Glade on PlayStation compared to every other version of the game. Another thing unique to the PlayStation version, instead of lums and cages, you find these little creatures in cages. As a result, there's more cages in every level. The total lum count has been reduced from 1,000 to 800. This is from my experience, but every time I have to deal with that riding shell, it seems like the controls didn't translate very well. The walking shell sections on PlayStation almost made me want to rage quit.
In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world.
Another weird thing about the PlayStation version is the cutscenes now have voice acting.
I'm king of the teen sails. I congratulate you on your courage.
Here, Clark. Here's the elixir.
The acting isn't really the best. In fact, the characters sound kind of cheesy, but it's just really interesting.
Who dares disturb me?
Your poor boys. He has made it to the swamp.
What?
Because this is the PlayStation, there's severe texture warping in some places of the game, but it's not the game's fault. Now, despite the problems, I actually enjoyed this version. It's not a bad port, it's just really, really weird and interesting. Maybe next time I'll cover the PlayStation 2 version.